I'm Aaron Baker from PhoneDog.com, and it's part 2 of the full video review of the Apple iPhone 5S. Is this the device to get, or should you go with one of the high-end Android flagships or even a Windows Phone 8 device? We'll find out in part 2. We start out part 2 of our Apple iPhone 5S video review on the lock screen, which is a place that you're obviously going to spend a lot of time on if you buy an Apple iPhone 5S or 5C. So you can see here, this is the benefit, or one of the benefits, of the 5S. So we'll jump in here and you can enter your passcode if you want to. I can throw in 1, 2, 3, 4 and it'll unlock just like normal. But another benefit, the fingerprint sensor. It should work. Let's see. We'll do it again. Pick it up. There we go. And access in quickly and easily into the device. Now I can do it from the lock screen itself right here, or I can scroll over, as you just saw me do, onto the passcode area and do it that way. So you may be asking, how do you set that up? We're going to walk through that on camera to introduce part 2. But while I'm looking for it, special thanks to our partners at Best Buy Mobile for giving us devices like the 5S for use in our One Pawed Bandit giveaway game. When you go into Best Buy Mobile, you'll deal with unbiased reps. So whether you need Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, or T-Mobile, they'll make sure you get the carrier that works the best in your neck of the woods and provide you with what you need, thanks to Best Buy Mobile. So we'll go into General here and take a look. Passcode and fingerprint. And I'll throw in my 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. And so I can go in here and select fingerprints as well. So I think this is a pretty cool little design touch. So finger 1, you can see, is obviously my thumb. Put my index finger on it, it's not going to recognize it, but I put my thumb on it, watch it highlight it, because it automatically knows it's my thumb. I just think little design touches like that are pretty cool. We'll go ahead and add a fingerprint here from the beginning just so you can see what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and scan my finger, and you can see I have to scan it, lift it, scan it, and it's gradually picking up my fingerprint. It'll ask me for more. We'll move my finger slightly. Go ahead and do it like that. Again, and you can see that it's filling in the fingerprint as I go, and that should be it. Now I'm going to adjust my grip, and you're going to see it change a little bit and expand out. So I'm doing that right now, just pressing and holding down on the actual device, and it looks like we are ready to rock and roll. So now it has my thumb, and when I turn it off and back on, I've got quick and easy access. I'm sorry, I needed a passcode required after restarting, so I'll go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4 it. Turn it back off again. I get caught by that every single time. Turn it back on, and there we go. Easy access to my device. Now, you can set that at 1 minute, 5 minute intervals, whatever's easiest for you. But I think that is a pretty cool feature. We saw this on Android devices, the Atrix 4G to boot, but it didn't kick off on other Android devices. So hopefully with the ecosystem that iOS has, perhaps we'll see this feature reinvigorate itself and become popular on other Android and even Windows Phone 8 devices in the future. Let's jump into speed test here and take a look at AT&T's 4G LTE network connectivity in the Dallas metro area. My office is not fantastic for AT&T LTE, but I will say for the most part it's fantastic in the city, both in Dallas and in Fort Worth and in the Metroplex in general. We'll go ahead and begin the test right here and see how it performs. Download speeds I've seen as fast as at my house, between 25 and 45 to 50 megabits per second. Upload speeds anywhere between 15 and about 25 megabits per second. So you can see here kind of typical LTE speeds right now, maybe in the high end of HSPA plus, low end of LTE, 5 to 6 megabits per second on the download. And then on the upload, let's see what we can rock and roll. About 5, 6, somewhere in there, kind of the same for upload speeds, 5.5, 5.6. And we're rocking and rolling on the upload speeds. Boom, and ping of 42 milliseconds. So not bad, but again, I've seen speeds far faster all around. Now this device itself is packing a non-removable battery in this device. And you can see back in the bag, no ability to remove that. I will say you get a pretty decent amount of battery lifetime, but it's not going to compare to the 3,000 milliamp hour battery you see in the G2, or perhaps the 2,600 milliamp hour battery you see in the Galaxy S4. I even found the HTC One's 2,300 milliamp hour battery to be a little bit longer in day-to-day use. This is not its strength. I find now, granted, this thing charges incredibly fast, but from an overall battery perspective, there are better devices on the market. One area this place does excel though, or this device I should say, does excel. The camera continues to be absolutely fantastic, and while I don't care for the overall implementation of the new interface, I find that it's a little bit small and kind of hard to get in. It could be a combination of the display and the overall interface itself. Don't really care for it. I find that it's kind of hard to constrain a picture to that small of a space, but let's pull over something. Let's pull over the iPhone 5. Take a quick picture of, and you can see I'm going to go down here and focus in on iPhone. We'll go ahead and bring that out and take a look. And you can see over here, I can customize the picture just by clicking right here and see all my different editing options. Chrome, instant transfer, process, mono, all that and more, and then of course HDR on and off. Beyond that, still a relatively simple camera interface on the iPhone 5S. So I can switch between a square picture, a panoramic picture, or pano as they've got right here, square, photo, video, and slow-mo, which as you would expect is a pretty cool feature to use on this device. So I'm going to iPhone here, and we'll focus in and snap a shot. And the overall shutter continues to be pretty fast on this device. And I can go in to my gallery as well and see those on the fly. So pretty quick and pretty easy, and then within these I can edit and come down here and crop. I can move stuff around and get rid of red eye, and I can go back and do those same editing options that I showed you at the very beginning of the picture as well. So you do have some editing options, but again, in comparison to the HTC One with Zoe, comparison to the Galaxy S4 with all of its different wealth of camera options, including dual shot and more, this may be lacking in terms of the overall features department or in the overall goodies department. That may be something that bothers you. You may not care. That's still something to keep in mind. Also want to highlight iTunes Radio here. So we'll jump into radio. I'm going to start listening to iTunes Radio. I'll agree, and we'll jump right in and take a look and set up some stuff here on the fly on camera. iTunes Radio, a direct competitor to Pandora. If I were Pandora, I'd be a little bit concerned. iTunes Radio comes out of the box and is free. Yeah, we'll use cellular data. That's okay. We'll rock the data. New station. So I'm going to come in here and say, you know what, I listen to country on a regular basis. I like Texas country, obviously, as you would expect. And I'm going to go ahead and add that to my new stations. And then boom, there's my Texas country radio station, and I can skip between all these. And let's see how many. I should be able to skip 6, I think, before it, 7, I'm sorry, before it doesn't let me skip again. And I can buy quickly and easily through iTunes, which is a huge benefit here because it's bringing the ecosystem together. And that's something that everybody likes, myself included. It's one of the things every now and again I miss about the iOS side is the fantastic ecosystem. Quick and easy to get iTunes rolling here. Auto syncs with my Mac, and I've got the song in a heartbeat just by clicking there and paying $129. I can also use my fingerprint for purchases, so that's pretty cool as well. So I can get information about the song, new station, tune this station, hits, variety, discovery. I can allow explicit tracks if I want to, and then go back and forth and add new stations here. And then same stuff over here, playlists, artists, songs, and more, which I can go through and access all of that. So pretty quick and easy, and then I can swipe up here and access it through the music controls on the device itself as well, which is nice to have an in-house music control solution as opposed to, for example, Spotify on Android, which opens up its own set of controls. Not saying it's a bad thing, but it is a little bit different. I like the in-house look and feel of this device a little bit more there. But it's a tough call, you know, more so than ever. It's really challenging between this and Android devices. You've got some fantastic options on the Android side. Galaxy S4, HTC One, LG G2, the upcoming Note 3, Moto X. I can keep naming them over and over again. And there's some great competitors, and it's not like, you know, say 2010 or 2009, because I carried the iPhone for years. And one of the reasons why I did carry it is because it was so fluid, and so it just worked. You hear Apple people say that on a regular basis. It just worked. Well, fast forward to 2013, and speed-wise, Android is caught up. So it's less of a speed battle, less of a fluidity battle, and more a battle of what's most important to you. Is this a device I would recommend? Absolutely. Would I recommend it as strongly as I would in 2009? Well, it depends on what you use your device for. But what I will say is this: Android, Windows Phone 8, and more have caught up. So I would say evaluate what you're going to use your phone for and then make a decision from there. If you need the ecosystem, you use Mac stuff at home, and this is a great ecosystem complement, go with the iPhone 5S. If you use Gmail and Google services, it may not be the best option for you. Keep it locked on PhoneDog.com for more on the Apple iPhone 5S. I'm on Twitter at PhoneDog_Aaron. I'm on Facebook at Facebook.com/Hi Aaron Baker. Let me know what you think of this device on Twitter or on Facebook, and let me know if it's something you'd consider buying. Thanks for watching. More to come on the iPhone 5S. And as always, I'll see you next time.